is on?
Yeah, we're live. So, hold on. Hey everyone, we're just checking the status right now. Comment in the chat if
Can you
everything.
hear us? Can you see us?
Oh, hold on, turn the sound down. Actually, turn this down. There you go. There you go. Perfect.
Okay, was that good?
I think people watching.
Well,
so
I can
far.
hear. We can hear ourselves on here, so everyone else must be able to hear us. Okay, guys. So I guess like the beginning of every live stream, let us know where you are from, who is watching, where you're from, if you went fishing today, and if you caught fish.
I think it's always interesting to find out
Oopsies.
where everyone's from, right? No, not everyone's from BC.
Not everyone's from Chilliwack.
Yeah. Audio's good, video's good. So everyone's been out fishing.
Vancouver Island.
Yeah. We tried to fish today.
Okay, so we've had this year. There's been a lot of little problems, and not with when we're just trying to do videos, but the weather. It's been really snowy, lots of rain, and today we thought that we overcome that challenge. It actually, there was some breaks in the cloud, a little bit of sun, and do you want me to finish telling the story?
Yeah, finish the story. Yeah.
Can I say where we're going?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we were headed up to Cockle Lake to fish for kokanee. We actually wanted to go there a little bit earlier this season, but it took much longer for the ice to melt off. But it's only been off for what, about a week?
A week and a half, yeah.
And you went out last weekend?
Last Sunday was not too bad.
Not too
We caught
bad.
a few fish and yeah.
So Rod wanted to do our annual trip to Kakwa, and we get
She
there.
loves it so much.
I love it. It's my favorite fishery. Like, first day off, I'm on Cockle Lake. We get there, unload everything out of the truck, and Rod turns the truck around to drop the boat into the water, and all I hear is a click, 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 click.
Yeah,
The boat loader died.
Yeah, the boat loader was working. It was working fine on Sunday. For some reason, it just didn't work today. And yeah.
So we're sitting there waiting. Rod pulls up the hood. Our heads are like underneath, trying to find out what's wrong, looking at all the cords, and we couldn't find anything. So after an hour or so of fiddling around and trying to get help from some of his friends,
Yeah.
we ended up packing everything back up, went out for Vietnamese, and then when he dropped me off at my mother-in-law's house, he's like, "Oh, Kitty, let's just try this the boat launch or the boat loader to see if it works." Guess what happened? The boat started working again. So.
Oh, mind you, you only work for a few seconds.
No,
so,
it
well,
actually.
at the time,
there.
yeah, there.
It actually worked.
But when I go home, it actually stopped working again. So there's something wrong with the wiring. I gotta get it fixed.
Ugh.
So just one little thing that
was our day.
That stopped the fishing trip. But it could be anything, right? It could be a few years ago when I went to Hicks Lake. Some guy showed up to the boat launch, just about to launch the boat, but he forgot the plug.
Today?
No, a few years ago.
Okay.
He forgot the plug for the boat. You know how you.
Yeah.
So he had to like turn around and go home. So very little thing. When you go boat fishing, you kind of have to be really prepared.
Well,
right?
I'm actually thankful that we didn't unload everything, have everything all ready to go, went fishing, and then we couldn't get the boat back on.
Oh yeah, totally. Or it could be like we drove to the.
We can't lift that. Like we're not that strong.
No, right? Or it could be that we drove to the interior and. Yeah, I'm just trying to see why the chat's not really working here.
The chat's not working?
Yeah, it's...
Slay the pike minnow today. Nothing. We got zilch. I would have taken pike minnow.
There's no... Yeah. Keep commenting because for some reason the chat's kind of stolen here. I'm just kind of trying to figure out. So anyway, so this season has been... Yeah, just challenging. Like February, the snow and, being so cold and everything. And we kind of gave up for a little bit and just kind of took a break until now. But we're going to resume our filming pretty fast in the next few weeks. So, yeah.
As much as I love fishing, sometimes I just hate it. I can't.
Sometimes you just got to take a break.
It drives me crazy.
Yeah. When it gets too ridiculous, you just got to take a break and, right?
I didn't even know what to say. Like when the thing was clicking, I'm like, what the heck, Rod? Like your boat's ready, but there's a lineup. You can drop it. And then nothing happened.
Well, I didn't really think much about it. Like it could have been worse, right? We could have driven 3 hours into the interior and then it didn't work.
Or Vancouver Island. We were planning to go to VI, and if that happened there, I don't even know what we would have done. So.
Anyways, yeah. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do, we do have a couple packages we're going to open up. As you know, we set up a PO box. A couple of packages come in. We're going to open these up. scissors.
It's like Christmas. Do you wanna
Yeah,
do this one?
you do the unboxing. So you do it, and I'll take a look at it. I kind of have an idea what's in it.
We need
Could be.
our north arm knife.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Where is it, Rod?
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm cutting towards you. It's really bad.
yeah. I know.
What could it be? Luke, is it my $100 that you promised me? I'm waiting for that, Luke. I don't want to cut towards you, and I don't want to cut
No.
towards me either.
Scary.
Do you know who it's from?
Yeah, so
No,
this
to say.
one, ooh, looks pretty nice actually.
Sorry. Ooh.
Ooh, I like books. Look at that one there.
I'll just put this on the ground.
Okay.
You want it?
Wait, no, put that down there. Yeah.
So we have, I don't even know, should I have looked who it's from?
Well, look at it, yeah.
I'll let you hold the book.
So Atlantic salmon flies. Wow, it's pretty nice.
It's a gorgeous book.
It is pretty nice, yeah, I love books. So I think
Who is that from?
this one has, so Atlantic salmon flies, it's a new book that just came out.
Is it Goose Lane? Is that who it's from? Is that what it is?
I think
right?
that's the publisher.
Is
right?
that it?
Yeah.
Goose Lane?
Yeah. So lots of different fly patterns. I think we'll do a more extensive review of this. It's like hundreds of them.
Oh my
Different
gosh.
patterns. There's wet flies, there's dries.
So, and it's for Atlantic salmon?
Yeah,
Do you
flies.
think any of these flies would work around here?
Probably. I mean, maybe not all of them, but
They're pretty fancy here.
yeah, I'm sure some of them will work around here too, right? So for steelhead and stuff too. So very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll take a closer look at this and we'll post more information about this later on. All right, what's the other one?
I thought, are we doing that now? Can I do that? One more?
Well, let's do that in a bit. We can start talking. People are asking about the lake fishery already, so we should
Okay.
start talking about it. So, as we talk about we had a pretty long winter. It's been pretty cold, and I guess the trout stockings kind of got delayed, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Freshwater Fisheries Society BC, they're the organization that are the ones that stock all of the urban lakes around British Columbia and on Vancouver Island. And the stockings have been delayed for some of them even still because of this last long-lasting winter season and ice being on lake still. So
Yeah.
they actually did a recent stocking. I guess you have the dates there.
Right.
So Mill Lake got 500 fish on March 21st. Sanctuary Pond, that's by Hastings Park by the Peony, that got 500 rainbow trout on March 22nd. Green Timbers Lake, 1,000 fish on March 22nd as well. And then Como Lake and Lafarge, Como got 500 fish and Lafarge got 1,000.
Yeah. So once I guess these stockings start, I mean they get restocked every 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, as if they can. I don't think the schedules are fully set out 100%. You can
Yeah.
check out their website,
Yeah.
www.gofishbc.com.
Yeah.
And check out their stockings there. They've updated their website, so it's really easy to find, and you can zoom into the location closest to yourself and type in the lakes that you want to check out. They'll tell you which species they dump in there, when they put them in there, and I guess the sizes as well.
So I got the screenshot of the website up right now, the database. So you can just go in and choose the region, and you can even narrow it down to which lake you want to find and which species you want to look up to, and just kind of generate the report and find out when the last fish releases were.
Yeah,
So-
perfect lakes, urban or fishing in the city, going after school with your families and kids. And just if you want to go fish after work and catch a few fish for dinner.
Yeah, so Lafarge, Como, Green Timbers, Sanctuary Pond, Mill, and Rice Lake. Well, Rice still has ice on it, so it doesn't.
The big five: Sanctuary, Green Timbers, Lafarge, and Como, and then Rice
Rice.
will be stocked eventually once
Yeah.
the conditions are proper.
Yeah, so Rice has ice.
Icy rice.
Yes, so Rice still has some ice on it. So, and then they get more fish every 2 weeks, like I said. But after that, other lakes start getting fish as well, right?
Yeah,
So
Hicks will get fish
yeah,
eventually.
Hicks,
and
Bunton, Warnock, Sasamat.
There's so
There's
many.
lots. Yeah. So.
There's
But-
so many.
Yeah, but the ones further out from the city, they get less fish throughout the whole season, just because the fishing pressure is lower compared to the urban lakes, right? So
There's a lot of people out. Once you hear the stockings, or once people find out that lakes have been stocked, the people will go even that day and wait by the truck. But my advice is to give it a couple of days, a day or two, just so that the fish adjust to their new environment, and then try targeting them. They'll be a little bit more bitey. That's from my personal experience.
Yeah, usually the next 2 days after that, 3 days within the week, it's pretty good. And the fishing can be good for, for a few weeks. It doesn't. Some people think they get fished out. I don't think so.
Not true.
Yeah.
When on my last days at Learn to Fish this past summer, we actually a kid ended up hooking a rainbow out of Sanctuary Pond.
Yeah.
At the end of August. So they are still there, they just get harder to catch.
Yeah, they get educated, right? So it doesn't get fished out. They do move into deeper water and stuff, so we got to find them. It gets a little more challenging. So the fish that you're catching are rainbow trout. So this is kind of like this one here is more of a smaller one. They're roughly around 200 grams, 250 grams average. Fraser Valley rainbow trout. So they're raised until that size. So when they are released, they can be caught right away, right? So they call catchable.
Caught ready and to take home and eat.
Yeah, catchable rainbow trout. And if they stick around in the lake for a season, they look like that. They can grow. So this one here comes from Hicks Lake, and so is this one. So this one is also a little bigger. This one's probably just under 2 pounds.
Yep, and they are a trout hatchery, so it is only trout.
Yeah.
No, they don't work with salmon. They do work with kokanee, but they consider that a freshwater fish still.
Exactly, yeah. And some lakes do, like Hicks Lake, have native trout, rainbow trout as well, like this one. So they look.
Rod, I can see that on picture trout 3. If you go back to 3.
3.
There's a little bobber in the background.
Oh, yeah,
is that one of the main techniques that you use for catching those fish?
Yeah, it's flow fishing.
I'm just asking. I'm moving into the next topic.
Okay, moving to the. So I guess the next thing we're going to talk about is techniques. I'll let you start. So what's your favorite technique catching these trout?
For catching favorite technique, simple float setup, a couple of split shots, single barbless hook with dew worms. Those are by far my favorite. That is the my secret bait. I have tried others, single eggs or shrimp, but dew worms have been super popular for myself.
Yeah. But my favorite bait is actually krill or daily shrimp. I think that just works.
You know what?
So
I've tried that
much
too,
better.
but I just eat it.
Oh.
Not when it's died. Not when it's died. Not when it's
krill.
cured.
That's gross.
Shrimp.
What
Maybe not krill. Oh, like those little jars?
Yeah.
No.
No.
They fall off lots.
Yeah. But I
don't eat krill though.
But the ones I get is not from a little jar. I buy them in frozen packs. And
Where do you buy them from? I've actually never seen them.
From shops, from tackle stores. They sell them. Frozen packs, and then you cure them and you dry them out and properly.
Yeah.
So
do you have a video on that?
I don't.
Well, then there you go. It's an appropriate time with the lakes being stocked.
Oh, there is a video on that about the Lafarge Lake. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll post it up later on. So, okay. So favorite techniques. So you're talking about float. Mine's definitely float fishing as well. So why is that?
I don't know. I like really spoons is something that I've grown up. Well, not grown up with because it's long. I already was a grown up when I started fishing, but something that I've always used when I through my fishing career, and I just don't have any faith in them.
Yeah.
I've seen them work.
Yeah.
I've seen kids come in. We're delivering a program. People are fishing, and they just come in with like a little spinner, and they just boom, 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 catch them. Mm-hmm. But I prefer bait.
Yeah.
I think it's nicer for the kids too. It's that visual bite. So when they watch the float drops, they can identify that a fish is on, right? Because that's how we deliver it.
Yeah.
We would deliver it in the program.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But spoons, they can work.
Yeah.
Just floats.
Yeah.
Float fishing is my
favorite.
favorite.
Float fishing is very, I guess visually it's very easy. It's easier, right? So you're looking at, rather than feeling the bites. For kids, it's very hard to keep the line tight and feel.
Well, then you got to set the hook, right?
Yeah.
Like if the fish don't bite it hard enough, like teaching them how to set the hook is, I think it's a little bit more challenging. But when you see the float and they're eating the bait,
Yeah.
You tell them to reel in and kind of lift with it when you see the float disappear, and sometimes they get bored though watching the float. So maybe I always switch it up. If the kids get bored, I would switch.
It's just easier to maintain. You know, you cast it out, you can leave it out there, it'll drift around. It's fishing, right? That float is fishing. Whereas if you're fishing lures, you gotta be constantly retrieving, otherwise you're not fishing.
Yeah, right? So if the kids do get bored easily, we use lures.
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
So, someone asked, are they feeding krill at the hatchery? No, they eat pellets. But krill they love shrimpy stuff. So
it's smelly.
It's smelly, yeah. It's the smell that attracts them, right?
Maybe the color too, if you
the color, yeah. So, but it's got to be dried properly, right? If it's too soggy, it falls up really easily. Someone was asking about favorite technique for Hicks Lake. You never caught a fish. Well, actually, you have. You caught sculpins at Hicks Lake.
I'm trying to remember.
Anyway, for Hicks Lake,
I don't remember. I've only fished at Hicks.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 times.
Yeah. By the way, Hicks Lake is not open until April 4th. I mean, the fishing is open, but the gate is not opened until April 4th. After April 4th, because of snow. It's posted on the website. Just check it last night. So normally, this time, last year, I was fishing on February 9th at Hicks. Yeah.
Were you in a t-shirt too?
No, I wasn't. It wasn't that warm. February 9th. It was the week after we went ice fishing. So I was there by myself. There was no one else fishing. I took my boat out. There's really 2 ways that I like fishing at Hicks. One is float fishing, of course. The other one is actually if you're fishing from the boat, if the fish are deep down, just fishing on the bottom, just using a slider.
Oh, bottom up setup?
Yeah, slider weight set up and then hook on the bottom and just same thing, use a piece of shrimp or single eggs, like these guys, single eggs.
Do you ever use the floating bait?
Floating bait floats, so if you use, it doesn't work very well when you drop it straight down because it's just...
No, but for your bottom up setups.
Well, bottom up setup, yeah, I do. So if you're casting from shore, it works pretty well too. Well, we found out how well that works at...
Edna? No.
Edith. Yeah, ice fishing.
Yeah, it was Edith.
Yeah.
These were crazy. No, it was this
ice
stuff.
Fishing. Yeah, for the
It wasn't. We didn't try the
chartreuse. We didn't try the
It was the paste that worked really well.
Yeah, the fire bait works really well at Edith Lake.
Did we only try the one color, or did we try the other ones?
We didn't try the other color. We just tried the chartreuse.
Different colors. Yeah. Like a glittery tangerine color, light orange.
Yeah.
Pink, green. Lots of different eggs here
yeah.
too. Sorry.
Yeah.
Table.
That's all right. Yeah. So the eggs come in different colors as well. This is a new one that Posky Bay just came out with. It's a pink shrimp. So our buddy Steve went to the hatchery pond a few years ago and he caught more fish on these than any other bait than the other ones. So
that one, it actually looks nice too.
Apparently it works really well. Yeah, the pink shrimp. So I'm gonna take that out and try it out.
Stinky, probably.
Yeah, probably. So yeah. Should we show them the setup? So the float.
Yep.
I don't know if you wanna. So for the fishing rods, you gotta go nothing too heavy, right?
It for the kids, it doesn't matter. Like for personal preference, I like something like with a light action.
Yeah.
But we used. You can buy like a rod from Canadian Tire, and it works just as well.
Yeah.
you don't want to invest too much.
But you don't want to use a salmon rod, right?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not saying use a salmon rod.
Yeah. So this one here is 7 feet, rated 2 to 6 pound. This one here, it's 5 feet. It's rated 1 to 4 pound. That one's already set up with a spoon. And that's actually, I was going to use this today.
I was trying to think the dock today.
But we didn't. Yeah, so this one just has a Gibbs crock, 1/16-ounce Gibbs crock. You can use this for anything, trout, kokanee, right? Just casting and retrieving.
I really like jigging spoons in lakes though.
You really like it?
I think jigging. Yeah.
Works pretty well, yeah. Just gonna check the questions. Yeah, anyways, just keep going. So, but if you float fishing, want something, this is, you were saying this rod is too short?
Well, it was just really different. From after salmon season, and then steelhead season, and then trying a trout rod for the first time in a while, it was just really weird.
Yeah, she's saying she's used to catch big fish.
Yep.
big steelhead.
Not 10-incher fish.
Yeah, no. Yeah. So but for flow fishing, I think a slightly longer rod is better, right?
I
If
like
you're
the
using,
longer rods because I feel like I can cast further with
yeah,
it.
cast further. Right?
Casting is better.
Yeah.
But these ones, especially when we're going kokanee fishing,
Yeah.
you want it as light as possible because their bites are just so tiny
Yeah.
that only the little between the first and or the last and I guess second to last eyelet barely move.
Yeah, it's like this,
ding,
right?
ding,
Kokanee's
ding.
kind of like this.
Rod's
with-
like, Kitty, your rod's moving. I'm like, I'm expecting like some bite like when I'm river fishing where it just slams it down and it's just this teeny weeny bite.
Yeah. Whereas the trout is kind of like,
We should buy a bell.
bell. Doesn't
Yeah.
work. I mean, for kokanee, it moves this a little bit.
Can you have a bell?
Ding.
Kitty, you missed it.
Ding. Yeah. Oh yeah. So what kind of line? So someone's asking what kind of line do we use? This reel here has braided line on it. This is 10-pound test braided, and then it just comes down to a fluorocarbon leader. And Kitty has done a tutorial on how to connect that
You're
braided.
different not there.
I know. I don't listen to.
Mine not. I just like mine. And
Yeah.
I know people when we did the video, they were saying that it's like 3 knots or 3 different things that you have to do to connect it, and it takes a long time. But I think it's one of the easier ones to do.
Yeah, but the point is that you don't tie the braided line directly to the lure because the fish can see the braided line.
And you don't want to swivel.
No, yeah. So you gotta have a leader. So this is fluorocarbon. You can use mono if you want, and down to the lure as well. For flow fishing, I actually like straight mono mainline. So this one right here.
Have I used that one before?
Probably, yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
So this one here just has mono. This is 6-pound test, I believe, maximum. Yeah, and it's easier to slide the float up and down on that than braided line, I find.
And what do you use this one for?
Flow fishing.
On lakes?
Yeah. So this rod is 9 feet. It's just a little longer, a little easier to cast, and a little easier to control the line, right? So, 6.5 feet. Someone is asking about 6.5 feet ultralight rod. Ultralight rod for trout, yeah. So you want to look for ultralight. Anything that's rated between 2 and 6 pounds, or 1 to 4, it's great for trout and kokanee. Someone else is asking about 6.5 feet medium fast action. It's not a great rod for trout. You don't want to use something too fast. Fast meaning that it's not very flexible. That's more for bass and other species, right? We really like our flexible rods.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like just ones that are noodly.
Yeah. All right, so
I guess you know what we actually have to do. We have not done one of our giveaways.
oh yeah, so
We need to do a giveaway. So where's our questions?
Okay, you guys ready? So we're gonna ask a question. You guys gonna answer the question, and you have a chance to win. The question's right here. Looking, the question's
oh my gosh.
right in front of her. Like,
Okay, ready. Never mind.
hold on, don't ask the question yet. So what are we giving away? Hold on. So
This one
which
is
question which one are you
the
asking?
the first one, the number 1. You said number 1
Oh, so
because we just talked about Hicks.
so it's 3 species, right?
What?
Oh
you
yes,
just
it
said,
is. Yeah. Okay. Name. Yeah.
do you want me to do name 3?
Yeah. So the 3 species.
And what are we giving away?
We're giving away bait. So
Okay.
I don't
How
know.
many?
I don't know what we're giving away. So
3?
basket bait, a few jars, at least 3. So a few jars. So maybe some fire bait, maybe some eggs, right? So what number are we choosing from? Like.
Nothing higher than 20 because we've
Okay,
done that
yeah,
before.
yeah.
Let's just say number 8.
Number 8. Okay, we're choosing the 8th person who.
Mom and Dad
Oh,
are
hold on one
calling.
sec. Interruption. She's gonna turn the phone
Well,
off.
I was gonna say I'm not answering it right now.
Yeah.
Dad, I'm in live stream.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So we're gonna choose the person, the 8th person who answers the question correctly. I'm
Ready?
Hold on. I'm just trying to see if people have caught up with the chat yet. Chat seems to be lagging. I'm not sure.
No one's just talking to us today.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Are you guys ready for the
Are you ready
For
for
the
the
question?
first question
Say yes.
for our first giveaway?
and then we'll.
We're getting highs.
Ready? Okay.
That's so much.
Okay. So the 8th person who gets right. So so Hicks Lake.
Name 3 species that you can catch out of Hicks Lake. Go.
Choosing the 8th person. This might be hard. This is a pretty hard
I'm
question.
excited. Let's see. No, name the type of species, right?
Yeah.
Name the type. So there's
The 3 species.
3 species that you can catch at Hicks. And you already said a couple of them.
That's right. Yeah.
So if you were listening.
Yeah.
I don't know what the ad blah, 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 is. Nice one though. Sorry, Nick.
Ooh.
Okay, do you need to stop it?
Okay, we're gonna go back up a little bit.
You need to stop.
Does that count? That sculpin?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So okay.
Well,
Okay.
now you just gave someone an answer.
That's all right. Yeah.
That's what you were telling me. That's all I had caught at Hicks.
So, dragon, unicorn, and donkey.
Do you want to give them?
No. Okay. So there's no.
You can't name like 8 different species.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Bear with us here. So that's 1.
Okay.
That's 2.
I should have picked. Oh, we'll stick with
That's-
8 because we already said
Yeah.
it.
Number
3,
Number 3. Yeah. 4.
4, 5,
5.
6,
6. 7.
7.
There's
Pike minnow.
no. Yeah.
8.
8.
Right there.
Yeah.
Troy.
So Troy Kawasaki? Yeah. You win. Yeah. So the answer is so there's kokanee, there's rainbows.
Sculpin, cutthroat, no
Yeah.
donkeys,
Yeah.
no unicorns.
No, that's right. Yeah. There you go. Perfect. So Troy, send me a message on Facebook or Instagram, and I'll get those 2 within the next week or so. All
Run
right.
away.
1 prize. All right.
No, he was just saying he was
Oh.
run away.
Okay. It went away.
Run away. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to be talking about is actually regulations and violations.
Yeah.
That was something that is very important to always talk about when people are fishing.
Yeah. So I guess the first thing would be, the reminder should be that you got to renew your fishing license on April 1st,
Yep.
right? To make sure you have a valid fishing license when you go out, right? Renew your fishing license. And there's a few changes to the regulations starting on April 1st as well. So the biggest one would be the bass daily quota is
up to
20 now. Well, except Mill Lake.
Except for Mill.
Yeah, Mill is 4.
Except Mill.
Yeah.
4. Why is that for Mill?
I don't know. So bass being invasive, they don't want the species to spread, which I think is pretty hard. So that's why the daily quota is up to 20 now. For Mill Lake, being an established fishery that has bass in it, I guess by keeping it full, they don't want people to move it around.
So just private ponds or
Yeah.
somewhere else
Yeah,
where it can
right.
connect and
Yeah.
they can travel to other bodies of water?
So that's one thing to look out for. The other thing is Minnetonka, in Poco, you can't fish in those lakes anymore. I used to fish there for bass, but you can't fish there anymore. It's closed for fishing because there's a species of turtle that they're trying to protect.
Is it not the paint? Is it painted?
I think so, actually. Yeah.
The painted turtle?
It might be, yeah. So they're trying to protect those turtles, and apparently.
Wait, sorry. There's bass there.
Yeah, there are bass in
There's
there.
bass there, and they
Yeah.
don't want people fishing it because they're hooking turtles.
Yeah.
But
Hold on.
the bass wouldn't eat baby turtles, would it?
No, it's mostly because they find that there has been angling impact on the turtles, like people foul hooking them, and
Or kids kept seeing them out near shore and picking them up in nets and.
yeah. Well, no, I think people have been accidentally catching them, and they're seeing hook damages and even mortality on the turtles, and that's why they closed it. So, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, it was a pretty good fishery, but you do what you have to do to protect, right? Yeah. So that's one thing to look out for. Pick up your regulations now. You can pick them up from the tackle stores now, and It's good for 2 years.
And all the
Right.
money for these license sales goes right back to stocking those lakes that a lot of people fish. So your money's going to a great cause.
Yeah. Well, that brings up the violation.
Violations. Make sure that if you're seeing any illegal activity, fishing, with fishing, make sure that you report it to the RAP line. I don't know if you have that.
I don't have the numbers on here. See, this is how prepared I am today.
Do you,
we'll
do you know
post
the
it.
number?
I don't know. Well, you know what?
I think it's 1/8 something.
I'll look it up.
Rod's getting it.
Yeah.
I should have a card in my wallet when I with that. Always get in the regs book.
Yeah, this is last year's regulations, but I'll look it up.
The number shouldn't have changed.
Well, you look it up.
Thanks.
I'm gonna.
No, I'll be panicking. I don't remember where it is. Please find it right away. Oh, look at that first page. Is this it? That's it, right?
Yeah.
Report all poachers and polluters. The RAP line. Do you want me to pull it up to the camera? Or is it good?
Well, you can just read it. You can read it.
Okay, so it says report all poachers and polluters. Conservation officer 24-hour hotline. The number is 1-877-952-RAPP or 7277.
Yeah.
There's a cellular dial 7277.
Yeah.
But that's
Someone mentioned
alright.
that. So RAP actually has an app now you can download.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
What does the app do? Who asked that or who mentioned that?
Yeah, what does the app do? I don't even know.
I don't know
I'll
what
look
the
it
app
up.
is.
We'll look it up and then maybe we'll make a video about it. So yeah, so what are some of the common violations you've done? No, that you're saying.
What I've done? None. I have seen in my time working in the fisheries industry, I've seen anglers come back multiple times. If we're at a lake, when we were at lakes teaching for a couple programs throughout the day, you'd actually see individuals change outfits, or they take their limit, leave, come back, and they're completely dressed differently with a different sweater or hat or something. So, and I've seen people straight up taking over the amount of fish that they're supposed to keep, which is it's not fair. It's not proper.
Yeah.
And
So I guess keeping over your limit, like intentionally, you should phone those in, right? And
the thing is too, if you think, oh well, like one phone call won't do anything, the more phone calls that people call in for, or the certain locations that they mention to the RAP line, that gets flagged, and then once they add, when they add up, or if there's a big notice, they've gotten 20 calls from one of the lower mainland lakes, they'll for sure send somebody in. So if you think your call's not making a difference, it totally does.
It does make a difference. So
every bit of illegal fishing or polluting in our areas that we like to fish in, please report.
And don't get discouraged if you don't attend your call, right? I mean, like I say, just you got to keep phoning in until it gets solved, right? So
would you say that's the best tactic, though?
I think so, yeah.
If you see someone doing something wrong, just to call?
I guess it depends on what kind of violations. Kind of use judgment, right? Some people clearly don't know what's going on.
Yeah, oh yeah.
If they're just kind of clueless, you can educate them, right? But if you see someone who clearly knows what's going on and purposely poaching, whatever, it's probably better just to phone
Just
in.
leave
Don't even
officials
bother
deal with
to confront them. It doesn't do anything, right? So the other thing you got to remember that your freshwater fishing license money goes straight to the hatchery to produce the fish.
100%.
Yeah, and when those fish are being taken by poachers, that's pretty much your money's pretty much being stolen by these people, right? So you should be more concerned about that, and definitely phone them in and report them. Yeah. So.
Man, we're that far behind. Just looking on the iPad. I'm
Yeah.
the book.
Yeah, it's like a 20-second lag on the video.
It's longer than 20 seconds.
So maybe, yeah. I guess so, yeah. So it's kind of weird. So. I'm just trying to figure out. We should answer some questions.
Maybe answer some questions, then do another giveaway.
I think
because
so,
we
yeah.
have the next question is relevant to what we're talking about here, right?
Yeah.
So maybe 3 questions.
I think we should open that up.
This was at the end.
Oh, is it at the end? Okay. Yeah.
Well, now I want to.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to answer a few questions first. So someone's planning to go to Kakwa Lake for kokanee this weekend. Can I suggest anything that works well? Well, first of all, you got to be.
Make sure your boat loader works. Make sure your boat loader works.
You got to be on the boat. Most of the kokanee are going to be right on the bottom. They're going to be around 38 to 42 feet deep. Make sure you have a fish finder, your sounder, so you can sound the bottom and figure out where the school of fish are. And jigging with little croc spoons work really well.
Yeah, the setup you had over right here.
Just jigging right close to the bottom, so that spoons, sink right to the bottom, and pick it up a little bit, and just jig maybe vertically up and down 2 feet, just like that, 1 feet to 2 feet, and that works pretty well. You can use bait, fishing on the bottom with bait, with shrimp, single eggs, krill. They all work pretty well, right? When I was there on Sunday, the fishing was really good between 11 and 1.
And the weather was cloudy?
It was cloudy, yeah. It wasn't rainy. So after 1 o'clock, from 1 to 3, we actually, the fishing just died. We didn't see any fish on the sounder. We couldn't find any bites, so yeah. In the morning, from 9 until 11, we had a few fish, but really from 11 to 1, it was really, really good. So, yeah. Okay, so that's one question. Can you fly fish for kokanee? Because the fish are sitting really deep, 40 feet, it's pretty hard to fly fish for them.
Would that even be possible?
You can use a sink line that gets to 40 feet, but yeah.
That would be...
But there's really no, it's pretty pointless really, right? There have been a few occasions when I found kokanee near the surface, and I caught them.
It's so rare though, they're always right on the bottom.
Yeah, it's pretty uncommon. So
maybe other species that are in there, trout or
also cutthroats and
cutthroat by some of the streams that dump in. You could try it there.
And landlocked coho you can catch as well near the surface, but they're pretty small. So
what's the next question?
I don't know. Oh, okay, this is a good one. So what should I look for in terms of spots on the water at Hicks Lake during the summertime? I've never fished in July and August. I can imagine it's probably quite warm, and those fish will probably be in pretty deep water.
water.
In the wintertime, most of my fish have been caught in 20, 30 feet of water on the boat. In springtime, they move, anytime between now.
They'll just go deep.
In April and May, they come into the shallows. So you catch them in 5 to 10 feet of water. But I imagine in the summertime, because it's so warm on the surface, they probably go down deep again.
I've been there though, where I've talked to anglers passing by. They're on their boat, some on the shore, fishing, and they've said that they've had some really good days by there's the little island there. Now I can't remember if there's only one little island or if there's a lot, but there's.
Oh yeah. So the two islands, yeah.
There's the south island of the lake, and they were going back and forth there. There's a bit of a trench, and they've had a lot of rainbows will sit in there. Yeah, by the islands I anchored quite a few times as well, and just fishing kind of on the drop. Any luck?
Oh yeah, caught lots.
Oh yeah.
We have to go.
If we can ever get in the snow.
When the boat loader starts working.
Oh.
Yeah.
You need to make sure that it's 100% done. I need to see all the paperwork before I go anywhere.
It's unbelievable, yeah. So by the islands works pretty well. I'm trying to figure out the direction. So when you go out from the boat launch.
Actually.
When you go out from the boat launch, you have the two islands in front of you.
Oh, doesn't
I like to head towards left. The left side, there's a few creeks that run down along the left shoreline, and that's all pretty good during springtime. I've even fished all the way down to the other side as well, and it really depends. You really got to find the fish, and once you find one, you can find a whole bunch. And
last year you got a couple of fish that were holdovers from last year, didn't you?
Yeah, like these ones I was showing people.
Right there.
So that one.
No, that's not the nicer one. That one's not bad.
Yeah, that one's bigger, but I thought the other one looks nicer.
No, I like that one. Maybe it's because of the sun.
Yeah, maybe.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
Something like that for around this area, right? Fall pretty hard. So, can you keep landlocked coho salmon? At Kakwa Lake, you can't keep those landlocked coho salmon.
They're so small too.
Yeah. So you can only keep salmon in lake if it's mentioned in the regulation. So just like Coulter's Lake has coho, sockeye and stuff, but you can't keep them because it doesn't, there's no daily quota for them. So,
And so make sure you know how to properly identify them too.
Yep.
Because you might think, oh, like I got a kokanee, but...
Well, we were supposed to do a video on that today, trying to tell the difference between
we were going to do a video on a lot of things today and cover a lot of material, but it just didn't happen.
Yeah. For $1 million, would you give up fishing?
Who asked that?
I don't know, someone. Would you give up fishing for $1 million?
For how long? Like the rest of my life? You know what?
Oh, look.
If someone gave me $1 million, no. Maybe if it was like a little bit more. I don't know. Wouldn't that be nice though? Well, then the thing is, if I had all this money, regardless with a million or 2 million or 3 million, what would I do then? Fishing makes me happy. So I'd have all this money, I'd be debt free, but then what would I do with my time?
I don't know.
Nothing. I couldn't fish.
Maybe,
so no, I wouldn't give up fishing.
Maybe 2 million.
maybe two. No, not 2 million.
What?
Would you? You don't even fish
I
that much
think,
anyways.
Yeah, exactly. So I think at this stage of my life, having kids, having not much time to fish, I think I'll probably take the money actually.
If I was like Rod's age, almost halfway to 80, yeah, I would do it.
Halfway to 80, you'll say it like that, yeah. But it depends on, right? I mean, depends on how many hobbies you have, right? If you only have fishing.
Oh my gosh, hunting. Actually, you know what, Luke? That's totally what I would do. I would hunt for sheds. That's been like my new thing. But no, I couldn't give up fishing because that's how I find my sheds, is through fishing.
Yeah.
Fishing is
hunting.
like my life.
Mushrooms,
yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah. What does everyone like Hicks Lake? I'm not sure why Hicks Lake keep coming up today. I like it just because there's quite a few different species you can catch. Any fisheries that has several different species is always fun, right? You never know what you're going to get.
I love that. You never know what you're going to get.
You never know what species you're going to get and what size of the fish you're going to get. So
sometimes you can tell though with how they fight. So with rainbows, they're typically more jumpy than other species. Where like the kokanee, they're just.
But what I'm talking about is when that float goes down, you don't.
Oh yeah, when the float goes down, you have no idea.
No idea.
Being at a spot where there's only one species, for me, it kind of gets a little bit boring.
Well, like steelhead.
No, steelhead never get boring, Rod.
Oh.
Do you remember what they fight like?
Yeah, back in January.
Yeah, that 2-pounder fought.
2-pounder, yeah. Okay, it's gonna go up a little bit.
And then we'll do unwrapping for the next one.
Well, why don't you unwrap and then while I find another question.
Can I just rip it?
You need that scissors to open up. Don't point towards me.
I was getting there. This is like, if I just cut straight across, it's not like a book that I'm going to cut off, right?
Yeah. Just going up, finding questions. Lure fishing at Rice Lake from the dock. Just any tiny Gibbs croc spoons will work. So 1 16-ounce work pretty well. Just casting straight out from the dock and just let it sink for a couple seconds, not right to the bottom, and just slowly retrieve it. Right, that retrieve speed really, it's what determines whether you catch fish or snag on the bottom. So it kind of takes. It's hard to explain. It takes time to figure out. So what is that?
This takes time to figure out. I'm trying to figure out how to turn these things on.
Is
LED lights.
Is it even battery charged?
I don't know. Well, it just says like, try me.
I think you gotta. It's USB, right?
Oh my gosh, that's so over your computer.
Yeah.
That's so cool. But why does this one say? What is? Oh, maybe just.
So those two are the same.
Plug it in.
How do you turn this on? Oh, there you go.
Where? How?
Let's be bright. Sorry.
My eyes.
Just press on the top. Oh, two.
Oh my gosh, it's
like-
so bright.
It's so like,
Does this one have two?
yeah.
No.
So I think the whole point. Let me go grab something. I'll be right back.
Ooh, this is awesome. Can I have one of these? Oh, is this for me?
Yeah.
Ooh, Rod. Are you turning off the lights?
No, I'm just gonna like.
Oh, I see.
So I think the whole point is when, Kitty gets lost in the woods at night when you're hiking, you can just put that on and put this on like that. Look a little silly, but
Is that what it's supposed to be for?
yeah, you just put it on there. So
Well, the light's shining at your hat. You can see the Gibbs Delta.
well,
but
then
you
you
can't see
just
where you're
you
going.
just go like that. Or I don't know, like, but you can turn the other way. So you oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. So now it's on the front.
Oh, just don't turn your head
Well,
and shine it in my
What,
eyes.
what do you mean?
I actually I was texting Rod a couple weeks ago. I'm like, Rod, I'm so lost. And this one's pretty bright too.
That one's really bright.
And I was like texting you pictures of like this dark path in the middle of nowhere, and I told you how I like lost Dan,
Yeah.
and he's like, oh my gosh, Kitty, make it out alive. If I had one of these, I probably would have made it out quicker.
Yeah, totally.
What is this? It's like a party.
I don't know what kind of party you
I
go to.
love this. I don't know what it is. Why
What
is
kind
it-
of?
This is awesome. It's like it goes red, and then it goes white, and then it goes red. Like
That's pretty
There
cool.
you go.
I can think of a
Awesome.
few places we're gonna use this, and yeah,
look at it, just like I don't
Yeah.
know, like attached to
this is for you when you go camping and walk to the outhouse. You gotta
like what you're having a party at
night?
the outhouse.
no, you get
I don't know how to turn this thing off now.
yeah.
I want to turn off. There we go.
It's good SOS signal. That's,
Oh, my
yeah.
eyes.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
I can't.
definitely gonna try this some more in the videos and let you know more about it.
Were you giving one away too?
I don't know. I
almost want to keep these off myself.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna give one away today because we're gonna.
Sorry, guys.
We got other stuff to give away. So actually, we should
Oh.
run. We should run the next one.
Okay,
The
next one.
Because we actually just talked about regulations, and let's
Turn
do
that one off.
let's do the next.
Okay, I'll pick number 5 this time.
We're gonna do
Number 5. This one's a tricky one. Rod thinks that it will take a couple people. It will take a while for someone to guess it, right?
yeah.
So we're just talking about the regulations, about some of the urban lakes that people fish, and now we're asking for this. Or what do they win? Do you even know what they win?
We're gonna
Oh, we're just gonna find something.
no.
Rod's laptop,
Yeah, right.
computer, or the new Rod.
Rod. No, don't like.
We can. We're giving.
We
away,
got so we're gonna pick number 5, the 5th person that gets it right, right? Tickets to the
Doug! Oh, Doug!
tickets to the fly fishing film tour. So these ones in Abbotsford. What date is this? It doesn't. I think it's
Friday, May 19th.
Where is it?
It says
Oh,
right
right,
there.
I'm blind. It's May 19th.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So we'll pick number 5. The question is, for these 2 tickets, what is the minimum size of trout that you're able to keep for green timbers? Go. Come on, Douglas. Yep, Doug Thorpe, that's right.
So minimum size for trout at Green Timbers Lake.
Everyone's waiting for someone else to answer.
Let's just double check the regulations. make sure we got it right.
One. Do we almost just give it to 2.
Did you count that one?
That doesn't
That
doesn't
doesn't count.
No.
Okay, yeah.
2.
Okay,
Only 2 people.
that's number 2.
3 meters.
That's
I've never caught a fish
is that
that
one
big
number
there.
2?
That's number 2, yeah.
Okay, it's 3. 4.
5.
All right, got it. So M
Fishing BC. There is no minimum size
trick question.
at Green Timbers.
Yeah. So there's no minimum size for generally. There's no minimum size for lakes for trout in lakes in Region 2, unless it's specified for individual lakes. So an example would be, I think, Cultus has one. Actually, Ross Lake. Let's pick Ross. So Ross has.
Yes, you.
So Ross, the minimum size is 40 centimeters, but for Green Timbers, there's no minimum size. So, yeah. So M Fishing BC, send me a message on Facebook, and we'll.
I feel so bad that we didn't do a shout out for those, by the way.
Shout out for
the lights.
The lights?
No, that's the book.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we should. Anyway, so Fly Fishing Film Tour tickets to M Fishing BC, but that's we should do a shout out for these. So Smart Flare.
Who sent them? Is it?
That's the company.
Is it just Smart Flare?
Yeah. So take a look. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah. I think it's a pretty new company that's just coming out with those. It's pretty smart. I mean, having like a USB charger.
I like that for your computer.
So
Can you plug it in? You can just charge it that way?
Well, mine's, I don't want to plug in right now.
The whole like live stream.
Yeah, no, yeah. Right? So, but that's pretty nice, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty handy. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. What now?
Well, I was gonna go back up and see if there's any questions before, because there's a bit of a lag in the chat.
We have 10 minutes left.
Already?
Yeah. We still have one more giveaway.
Time flies when you're having fun. Was that what we're doing? Oh, so let's talk about upcoming projects. Yeah. We kind of will be a little discreet. We talk about those two.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so upcoming projects for the next couple of months, April, May. Sometime either in April, May, or June.
Once it stops raining.
Once it stops raining and is freaking miserable out, and the sun comes out and the weather gets a little bit nicer, Rodney and I are going to try to target carp and bass. And I'm really excited because I have actually never caught a carp. I've tried in Okanagan Lake a couple of times, but with no such luck. So hopefully you're the carp master, apparently with his secret Indian curry.
Indian curry?
Was it like your curry spice?
It's curry, yeah. So curry powder with
am I allowed to say your secret bait powder is like it's like this orange bread ball.
Yeah, so
and he said you guaranteed a 10-pound fish.
Yeah, 10-pound carp. We're gonna try to get on video. So, and bass, right? Catch some big ones.
In the same are we targeting one first, or are they like they're two different setups for targeting?
Yeah, two different. Yeah, so probably carp first, just because I don't know. The timing's about the same, April or May. So we'll see which one is good first.
Yeah, never caught a carp. Bass, we're targeting smallmouth bass. I think, and this is all on VI. We'll be going heading up to Vancouver Island.
Yeah. So why are we doing this? So so meet and greet. Someone saying we should do a meet and greet event.
Wasn't that at your event
that was my event. So my event back in March 11th. Yeah, Chilliwack's all about fishing. That was supposed to be the meet and greet. I was hoping lots of people showed up, right?
Some of us didn't.
Yeah, 1,600 people showed up. Some people didn't show up. She went fishing instead. She was fishing.
Ugh.
See what's more important, right? So
fishing or rod?
Yeah. Yeah, but no, like we're so busy, right?
Well, there's so many projects between your family life.
Yeah.
And
our work
your
and
two
your
kids
work
and my two kids.
Your two kids.
My bird and my lizard.
Okay, yeah.
But between
three
all
kids.
the work. Oh, Dan. Sorry, Dan. Ouch. But yeah, no, it's hard to organize some of these trips. And then with the weather, if it doesn't work, or we've had snowstorms when we try to do ice fishing, it's really hard to plan properly. But hopefully these carp and bass trips work out, because I have only been like truly bass fishing once.
Yeah.
Like we can count the other times, but it didn't really work out.
No. But Skaha Lake, we did it.
That's what I'm talking. That's the one time I'm talking about.
But then they weren't too big. The biggest one was maybe 1 pound, and so hopefully we get some really big ones this time. So, yeah. But yeah, meet and greet. You gotta wait until next year when we do the event again, right? And you're gonna be there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, carp on the island, Elk Lake. That's where we're gonna go. We can just tell people that. That's
the last time we went there, I don't know what time of the year was it.
That was June, early June.
So many people were swimming.
Yeah.
They were everywhere.
It was
and they were scaring the fish, and the fish were so big.
Yeah.
They were coming out of the water. I thought they were these like Loch Ness monsters.
Yep.
They're huge.
Yep, they're huge. So yeah.
Big carp.
Yeah. Okay, so someone's asking you how long did you volunteer at Goldfish BC, but you weren't.
I wasn't volunteering.
Yeah.
I worked there.
Yeah, she was employed.
I was there. I was employed for the past three summers as a learn to fish staff.
Yeah. So he was.
And then last fall or last winter.
He's asking about. He's not sure how much time he can volunteer. There. I guess
someone wants to volunteer.
There. There's quite a few times. Quite a few people ask about it.
Okay, so volunteering, John. You just need to make sure that like they'll look for obviously like a criminal record check, some sort of resume, and then they're not really. I don't think they're too picky on when you can volunteer. You just if you give them the hours, you have like you do a little bit of a interview, and then they will schedule you. So it's not like a drop-in where like you just kind of check in with the hatchery. They'll actually give you dates and say, okay, so Wednesday and Saturday you're scheduled in to volunteer for these programs. And then I don't remember if people actually deliver it. I think it's just the instructor, but you'll help out with the fishing portion and getting kids into fish.
Yep.
Which I might do this summer.
Yep.
So maybe we'll volunteer together.
If you want to see Kitty, volunteer at the hatchery.
Yeah, I'll be there.
There you go. Yeah.
Catching the trout.
Yeah. Let's do the last giveaway. I'll go find the prize, but you figure out what number we need to ask.
Sorry, my throat is like a little bit tickly. Don't drop everything.
No, don't drop.
Okay, so for the last, we have only 3 minutes left. Our last giveaway is going to be, Rod just is moving a bunch of books.
Just digging stuff out.
I thought you'd be a little bit more organized. Do you want to give some more of this away?
No.
All I see is paper.
This is a good prize. I would love to get this prize.
Oh, what is it?
Yeah. Oh. So you read it. Yeah. So the freshwater fish ID card, again, the waterproof one.
That's a nice, $45.
It's a very nice prize.
Where'd you get this from?
I have connections. So freshwater fish ID cards with all your freshwater species in BC, right? And so this one is a family pass to the Biodiversity Museum at UBC for a family of 2 adults and 4 kids. That's just a brochure for it. It's really
I've never heard of it.
Super nice place. Yeah. So for 2 adults and 4 kids.
4 kids.
Yeah. You round up the kids and let's go.
Oh my gosh.
So
very cool.
Nice price. I love this place actually. Yeah. They have the whale, the big whale.
Okay, so this one, am I allowed to say where you have to kind of go for the question?
Yeah. Okay.
Luke, I can't do that. I can't DM any answers.
We're too busy.
I kind of did that once and I got in trouble.
Oh
no!
Yeah.
Okay, so the last question, we will pick the 5th person.
5th again?
5th? You want me to do a different number?
Let's do 20. Oh, actually, no. This question is pretty. 10th.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look through like 20 of these.
Yeah.
Because it's a one word. Okay, so for this prize, question is. Oh, we froze. No. What species did Zoe catch with Rodney at Cockwa Lake On Sunday.
Sunday, yeah. And the answer can be found on my Instagram and his Facebook page. There's a photo of that fish she's holding up. This one's tough. I think people are gonna.
Well, you named it in the post.
I did name it on the post, yeah, but people have to go find it. So.
Wrong. No, I'm kidding. Oh, there we go.
This one. 2.
Okay, just because it's Kako, there's not only go getting
3,
there.
4, 5, 6,
7, 8.
8, 9, 10. Kyle.
Kyle underscore
AC.
A underscore C.
Yep. Congratulations.
You won. I hope you have 4 kids. I hope you have 4 kids that you can take to this. Otherwise, maybe you can invite 4 of these fellow FWR fans.
There you go, yeah.
Or I'll go. Rob will go. You should have done it with us.
What, like a date? With the
The battery's low. I don't know if that is bad. It's flashing.
Oh, okay. Well, time's almost up anyways, so we should finish up pretty fast. So we talked about pretty much everything. So Kyle, send me a message, and I'll make sure this gets to you. So the last thing we should talk about is Instagram. Where's? Oh, I didn't put a link. Let me.
Just hold on one ticket.
Hold on.
You didn't,
hold on. No.
It was going so well.
I know.
You just had to.
Actually, I wouldn't do it. Yeah. No, too late. I was in a rush. So.
Well, I think they know us.
Yeah.
They know what we're going to say. They're all fellow dedicated fans that are already following our Instagram accounts.
Yep. Follow us on Instagram. Kitty's almost caught up.
No, I'm lagging. You know what? I haven't posted any fish.
Say that
I have photos that I could share, but I've been too busy.
Say that every time, but you're like less than 200 followers away.
What, are you counting?
Yeah, I'm counting.
You scared?
I am scared. I'm at 7,200 something, I think.
Follow Jacob too.
Yeah. So, anyways.
Your camera's just gonna die.
Camera's gonna die. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you for making this so enjoyable. I was a little bit nervous at first, but I think it went really well.
Yeah.
Those who won your prizes, enjoy. And everyone, what day is it today? I was
It's
going to say, have a good weekend fishing, but it's not
almost
the
weekend, yeah. It's
almost
Thursday.
the weekend.
Yeah. So enjoy the trout fishing. Hope this has helped. If any other questions, you can send us messages and we'll go from there. And so until next time, good luck fishing.
We're out.
Yeah.
But we're not out.
Well, we're just.
Are you ending it?
Yeah, I'm ending it.
Or it's over.
It's over. Yeah.
See you later.
See ya.
Have a great night. Peace.